Rap is still an art. It's incredibly competitive and smart. It's also stupid, but embedded in my heart. I'm indebted to the greats for unknowingly providing an escape when I needed one. I can count on beating drums and bleeding gums with freaking ricochet raps every which way, this way and that. When Jesus comes, he'll be toting a pistol and whistling tap the bottle and twist the cap. If you're following this is that unadulterated counterculture repping weapon of mass distraction. Actively rapping, tap the pads for reaction. Actually, it's all just some poetry flowing rhythmically round and round like rotisserie chicken driven with found sounds. Around here we're down by law. Ah, hell no. Around here we tell tall tales. All's well and good in the hood. If you're repping it, I rep and rack will eat you if you do not get the best of it. So rest for a second, catch your breath, check your messages, come back with some up to par bars. Pardon my effortless attempts to woo you verbally. You do you through hyperbole will soothe your soul, no doubt. Out of urgency, so surgically remove your inhibitions. Listen, buddy, this is your system moment. Something special, something lovely, something you should be enjoying. If you're not, you're a buster. Sorry to bust your bubble, but busting raps is not a hustle. Busting raps is just expression. All the rest is just fluff. If you're just busting raps, well, that is not enough. Which is just unfortunate for 50% of my buds, cause we'd rather be rapping than working on regular stuff.
Stop.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop.
You guys ready to start the show? I'm Obelus. I am located here in Logansport, Indiana. I brought some friends with me tonight. Myles, Bullen's in the place to be. Dren Strike is in the place to be. But you gotta deal with me first, just for a few. This first one's called Pursuant. You guys could come up front and show some love if you want. There's a lot of records around. You could peruse records. I need the energy, I really do. That's why I started up there, to work my way through you. It's an energy exchange tonight, if you will. Give it up for Bonus Pints in beautiful, lovely Logansport, Indiana. This place is awesome. Pursuant to the law, line 9 and the bylaws, I can poke you in your eyeballs. I can make a motion to be motionless and you can't poke me back unless in fact the sky falls. It is not my fault if you get COVID and you were not drinking up all of the Lysol. Your president told you to do it. You would be stupid if you did not try, dog. My God, what do we got to lose except for some snot oozing out our nostrils? And consequently, a hard-fought battle for our lives like popper fossils. And it is not impossible to think this might be fixable. We're just some bull-headed human beings being so predictable, so despicable, so go take a full can of trash. Kick a full can of trash. Into the street as the debris spills to our feet. As you can see, we all feel incomplete without filling our pockets with obstacles. Not just for popular movement. The cops and the monsters are sure to leave, but a courtesy call for insurance purposes would certainly be preferred. A word of advice for future crises might be to leave your prejudices at the door, and your metaphysical war stored for later. Though there's major centrifugal forces at play, we're all good if you're not a hater. You can cater your cadence to craziness, make the longest of leaps look like baby steps, but don't ever forget to protect your neck in order to deflect a razor's edge. Razor's edge. You know what I'm saying? Protect your neck. We gotta protect our necks. With something substantial and solid, to not catch a handful of blade. The system's dismantled channeled, they're probably hollering, calling the cancel to play. No place for the arts in a pandemic. No saving us all, we are pathetic. Don't say you're appalled at the possibility of a prosthetic knee surgery, then flee all gimbally. That's simply insane. If you ask me, pass me some blame. Otherwise, I'll be in the backseat front and want something, always asking for things. I'm as needy as I wanna be, believe me, plus believe in me. Please, I'm stunningly dismissive when we're running things under the assumption we are fumbling the ball and it stings like some bumblebee.
Those who think that a bumble can keep sting and die are thinking it wrong.
It stings like some bumblebees.
Has broken off.
This art stings like some bumblebees. Bumblebees, bees, bumblebees. Zach, bumblebees, bees, bumblebees. Remember that? We did that. Gracias. Thank you. Need a water. This art stings like some bumblebees. How's everybody doing tonight? Make some noise if you're having a good time.
Many people still don't know about bumblebees and stinging. They have so many inquiries in their mind like, do bumblebees sting? We should protect ourselves from bumblebees. In this art, we'll talk about the stinging of bumblebees and how to get rid of this art.
Stings like some bumblebees. Let's do some raps. Yeah, I'm a beast, home by the boom in the back, and if you know me at all, you know I do it like that. I got a room in the back to make musical tracks. Although it's not your usual rap. Be warned, we storm like Ivan and Katrina, combined with meaningful rhymes and beats that ain't so easy to find. I know MCs of all kinds, both sides of the spectrum. Half talk about checks, the other half collect some really. Rap is for kids, it's just adolescents trying to be adults, it's all it is. You can call it this, call it that, ball your fist, call off and smack me in the mouth. But I'd still call it whack back before gangster rap caused a division. I used to listen to every song, now I'm throwing on anything very long. For I push the skip button for the next. Throw your hands up if you want to. Throw your hands up if you feel like it. If you don't, that's cool. I see it's not cool for most of you to throw them up. It's all good. If your hands are up, you are cool. If they're not, I guess that's cool too. I don't know. I'm a beast. See, I'm a beast. Raised by some rap cassettes with an act to work words between gas to breath and a will to be weird, wild, and accurate. I don't pack a tech, I pack text. And it's a bitch to get old when you're this cold and your catalog is incomplete because behold the next big project, it's etched in objects. It's over next to nothing, it's progress. I'll rest my case of cassettes when success is measured with an ear for art severed off the head of Hugh Hefner. Never tell yourself to give up and quit this, you should. For Christ's sake, snake's my witness. This savage beast raised by some rap cassettes, but them rap cassettes still aren't half as fresh. It's the shit we spit now, y'all, that's the truth. That's the word on the streets, that's the scoop. If you spent your whole life rapping and singing to yourself, thinking one day it'd bring you some wealth, you'd be in the same boat as I am as well. Streaming music made me do it, I was trying to sell. The goofy kid don't get it, he's his own worst critic. He's an A-blood type, he should quit the acidics and sit it down on the table, but he's unable to shelf it. He's addicted to the diction and you label me selfish. If your hands are up, you're cool. If they're not, that's cool too, yeah. Throw your hands up if you want to. Throw your hands up if you feel like it. Or jog in place. We could jog in place like they used to do back in the 90s. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna do a few off my new thing. I got a record that I just put out this year called Safe or Easy. I'm gonna do like 3 from it. If you will listen. We barely touch the surface of human purpose, yet we curb serve daily. Maybe we're just chasing urges, maybe we're just chasing trouble, subtly huddling, formulating a plot to stop cuddling snot rags. Maybe we're just dealing these circumstances in cloth bags full of mothballs, goth mags, and unboxed gag gifts, talking shit at pageants and walking Lifting fish upstream with upteen magnets. Stuck to metal appliances. It feels like I'm peddling science. It's untold stories about forming alliances with very bad actors and actual. The day that Oreo passed. The night that Tokyo glitched and boring old ass me. I glassed over a mass text and then I switched. My focus to this opus, I know it's pretty dope, but the point is mostly broken. It's open to interpretation, but rooted in motion to the tune of overpaying your debts to get boasting rights. The end is close in sight, even though the sight is closed, it might barely touch the surface. This guy did this angelic voice right here, is this guy right here. Give it up for Adam Gundrum on the background vocals. Where is my mind? Where is my mind? My mind's been outside for a long time, inside I died and tried not to rewind my mind and walk that broken line. I'll say it again. See the water on my ribs when it washes off. See the money in my pockets, which is not enough. See the piper play to please the soul. See the leaves changing August, this ain't adding up. See the water on my ribs when it washes off. See the money in my pockets, which is not enough. See the piper play to please the soul. See the leaves changing August, this ain't adding up. Kitz Willman on that verse. Make some noise if you halfway like rap music, or make some noise if you like punk music. If you're a rock dude or gal, make some noise. There we go. It's a breathy one. So this is a song from an album I did with two of my buddies. That rap. There's 3 MCs, 1 producer. I'm gonna try to do all the verses. We'll see what we can do. It's called Hoosier Apex. Breakfast of Champions. We tipped our hat to Kurt Vonnegut. This one's called Chips and Dip. Frank, if you know the words, sing along. This world will be spared in the end when our dreams and reality seemingly mend. John up at most predicted is just not pretend. We witness the digital age apprehend all the humans assuming our life is enhanced by wearable tech on our heads and our hands. Cannot purchase or sell anything or develop a brain to decipher what's righteous. These devices, they made in our image and likeness, will likely just leave us all lifeless. But they got parts in development. Sparking a regiment of false artificial intelligence. Art is irrelevant. The cost of our betterment is lost to the cause and it's large as it's ever been. New Testament message, a definite lesson that tech is regression. That's my connection that lessens our essence. Pessimists question this elephant's presence. I don't like this. Too many devices. I see the crisis coming, the threatening ISIS. It's iPhones, iPads, man. I just want to dump them in the garbage can. I'm old school, don't get me started, man. And I'm way past the point of giving a damn about your contracts. Data plans and keeping tabs on us right now. Need to get your head up on the iCloud. If you don't know, you're gonna find out. It don't matter who's sitting in the White House. Lights out when they flip the switch. Better go get your chip and dip. Let them track all of your searches and purchases. And say what up to Morpheus. The Matrix Gematria Digital ID chip. The Matrix Gematria Digital ID chip. Step right up and get your chips and dip. The Matrix Gematria Digital ID chip. The Matrix Gematria Digital ID chip. Step right up and get your chips and dip. They watch me like the Nazis, telling me that I'm free. But really though, I'm not free. They got me, it took a long time, but they got me now. I'm just another number like everybody. The people ain't gonna win this way. It's just another business day for the NSA. Wonder how long it's been this way, going on right in front of our face. But we didn't see it coming because we didn't do the math. The 23rd letter of the alphabet is that internet prefix, which is C6 if you cut it right down the middle. All the other hats, whether it's a smartphone, smartwatch, smart ring, smart specs like Google Glass. We are willingly taking a mark on our head or a hand for the ruling class. No rest for the wicked. Got us all spending our life in a widget. Binary digit. Looking at our phones, but the sky is the limit. Having to find my gigabytes in a minute. This smartphone's nothing but a Wi-Fi shackle. All bow down in a 4G chapel. Babylon cell phone towers of Babel. All still tempted by the power of an apple. This battle stays in the backseat. Too busy with the war against hashish. Mom's not giving kids any vaccines. Maybe sitting with an app and a flat screen. Backwards, a childhood full of usernames and passwords. That serves nothing but the ones hitting buttons do something to serenity and digital masters. The matrix gematria digital ID chip. The matrix gematria digital ID. Step right up and get your chips in. Dip. The matrix gematria digital ID chip. The matrix gematria digital ID. Come on, man. Get your chips and dip! Yo. Thank you. Once again, I'm Obelus. I have rap records for sale, rap CDs for sale. But we've got some touring bands here tonight, so you should definitely check out their merch booth. And I'm telling you, you're going to dig what you're about to hear. I'm just a warm-up. Trust. Dum-dum-dum-a-dum-a-dum. I'm the dumb guy. I do the dumb songs. To start it off, this one's called Mousetrap. Apparently, I've been up to parody. 99% of all hip-hop heads just aren't aware of me. It doesn't mean that I am not prepared to speak on the state of this music. Maybe it's too embarrassing to listen to an older feller who's colder than most sellers and won't be a hologram at Coachella. Oh well, I guess I'll just stick to the script. State the facts over music made for vinyl and in videos made for Betamax. I hate to just rap about rap, but I rhymed about rhyming once, and I played that track back and realized it kinda sucked. I know to get noticed you do some kind of stunt to stand out in the circus of worthless worthless and mindless chumps. That's why I'm inclined to climb on a tiny stump and shout out I'm the best and the rest are losers like I am Trump. Except I'm not racist and plagiarizing Reagan, egging on some ignorant bigots that think I'm amazing. Perfect. I have always been about rap, but I will not be a victim to the mousetrap. I have never doubted that. If I fell off, that I would bounce back. If I chased the cheese, I get my mouth snapped. I have always been about rap, but I will not be a victim to the mousetrap. I have never doubted that. If I fell off, that I would bounce back. And rap, which is a simple three-letter word, but to keep it complex and content, it's just a wee bit absurd. I see these cheesy biting overnight sensations taking credit for styles I did in 99. It's fine, I just don't sweat it. I get it, it's atypical, not the shit that you listen to when you sit, you rub, you hit, you spit, you sip, you brew, you wish it was this spectacular, but it's exactly the opposite. You act so unimpressed with it, you actually rock with it, and you couldn't fathom me not having any accomplishments. Mentioning music-wise, that's just preposterous. That's the poster-sized truth. I just hope you find youth through it all, and if you don't, that's fine too. Need I remind you how to rewind, dude, and fine-tune your cue game? You dudes are too lame. But I'm the same. It's okay. Because I have always been about rap, but I will not be a victim to the mousetrap. I have never doubted that if I fell off, that I would bounce back. If I chased the cheese, I get my mouth snapped. I have always been about rap, but I will not be a victim to the mousetrap. I have never doubted that if I fell off, that I would bounce back. Let's go, says Myles. Come on, make some noise. Appreciate y'all.
So what is it? Carnation milk.
Let's do a cover song, okay?
Comes in a tin with a red and white band. No tits to pull, no hay to pitch. Just punch two holes in the center of it.
Yo. I woke up quick at about noon. Just thought that I had to be a bonus pint soon. I gotta get drunk before the day begins, before Swisher starts bitching about my friends. About to go and damn near went blind. The young brothers at the path throwing up gang signs. I ran in the house to grab my shit with the slingshot on the side of my hip. I bailed outside and I pointed my weapon. And just as I thought, them fools kept stepping. Hopped in my foe, hit the juice on my ride. I got front and back and side to side. Then I let the Alpine play. I bumped a new shit by NWA. It was Gangsta Gangsta at the top of the list. Then I played my own shit. It went something like this. You know it? Cruising down the street in my 6'4", jocking the... No? Went to the park to get the scoop. Knuckleheads out there cold shooting some hoops. A car pulls up, who can it be? A fresh El Camino rolling Kilo G. He rolled down his window and he started to say, it's all about making that GTA, cause the boys in the hood are always hard. Come talking that trash, we'll pull your card. Knowing nothing in life but to be legit. Don't quote me, boy, cause I ain't said. I ain't saying nothing. You can get the heck out. Cause I ain't saying nothing. Pump that beat, Mother Scooter say what? Donald B's in the place to give me the pace. He said my man JB is on free base. The boy JB was a friend of mine till I caught him in my car trying to steal the Alpine. I chased him up the street to call the truce. The silly Mother Scooter pulls out a deuce. Little did he know I had a loaded rap tape. One sucker dead, Ferris Tribune front page, cause the boys in the hood are always hard. Come talking that trash, we'll pull your card. Knowing nothing in life but to be legit. Don't quote me, cause I ain't said nothing. I thought people would know this song, no? This was dedicated to my older brother who yet again did not show. One of these days he'll show up to one of my rap shows and I'll do Boyz-n-the-Hood for him. And I'll get the respect I've always been wanting to get from my older brother. But my younger brother is here at least, so get over for Mikey. All right, back to my stuff. This is a really, really old one. It's a letter to myself. It goes, Dear Mr. Idiot, go and chase your dreams until you wasted away too many years. You could have been so successful. You could have made it in the real world instead of make pretend friends and weird raps. You're a case and a half, a pack of 10 smokes, a hypersensitive 48-year-old joke of a poet. Should have cold crushed your Run DMC tapes when your parents told you to do it. You should have done it, but you didn't, and I know you know they knew you didn't do it. Besides, you're a victim to the music. Addicted to the music, addicted to the music, addicted to the useless symmetry. Imagine everyone in your imaginary world imagines you to be magical. Radical amateur stunt double who wants trouble and bubblegum to blow bubbles, which you know. 2 double B's, not chisel, frizzle, the shizzle for rizzle. My whistle, banana fan, fro chisel. T5 full from rural Indiana, representing bacon that sizzles on grills in the backwoods. Just a bird, walking a thin line, just a bird. Between swept to your death by the force and of course, just a bird. Walking a thin line, between swept to your death by the force and of course, pecking yourself a sip of the water rushing by my albums, please. It is for the G's and the geeks and the in-betweens. And if you don't fit in any category, then you probably understand me more than any average boring individual. Does music change? Every damn day, but in the same sense it stays the same. I took traits from my surroundings until I found me. Look what I've created, an ancient form of hay. I finally made it sound fresh to myself, but to the rest, just a bird, turd, colored person trying to rap. All these others think I'm worse than trying to do the Running Man, a #1 stunner rash, cause you running him. My ass itches, which is why I'm a fan of the medicated gold bomb powder. Power to the people, just a bird. Walking a thin line, just a bird. Between swept to your death by the force and of course, just a bird. Walking a thin line, between swept to your death by the force and of course, pecking yourself a sip of the water rushing by. Back in the days when I was a teenager, I used to rap raps. Then I sent my tapes to major labels who would never contact me back. The content was whack, contrary to that of my style now, which is much better than yours is. I wow out on some competitive nerd shit. Now, it's much better to serve kids than to get served turds wrapped in a handkerchief. Chief, I pick MCs out my teeth, leave the scene of the fans in disbelief. Me, I be the man sitting in his briefs, making raps in his head, listening to beats. Through my J-Lab earbuds, it's either battle raps or that laid-back weird stuff. In full effect like my way-fat beer gut, all over Indiana like cornfields and deer blood. Dopest that they heard of. My name is Obelus, I'm the dopest that you heard of. If you haven't heard of many things in this bitch, dopest that you heard of. Heard of. Call me Obelus, I'm the dopest that you heard of. Or not. Yo. I have a few more. Actually, I think I just have one more. Yeah, so this evening is dedicated to, thank you. This evening's dedicated to Adam Gundrum. This is yet another one with your name on it. So this dude produced this one. It's a remix. This is the last one, so give me your energy if you could. Want to do with your life. You can do what you want to do with your life. You can do what you want. You can pick up your piccolo and toot to your heart's content. When your art doesn't cover your apartment rent, don't cover the walls with that art and discard your sense and good sense and smarts and such. And get sucked into a hut, one hut, two routine to make green, full steam ahead. Instead of those dreams you once chased and seemingly faced with esteem, it seems to make less and less sense and when it's learning and burn. In essence, return sentence to serve a lifetime of regret. Don't question your worth or deflect. The message is blurred for race. Time is just based on pretense. This fake news has always been the case, you rejects. Let's make another tape to press play on and then eventually eject. Did I mention I'm defective? So let live. My festive side is just resting, vesting myself every moment impressing only myself when I'm sitting on my shitter, spitting rhymes I consider really loud. Now, please excuse me while I do my duty and shoe poop in numerous styles. I'm a Micromachine. I'm a maestro, it seems. I'm a nonsensical dude with the pencil to pencil so crudely crafted raps. I'm a Micromachine. I'm a maestro, it seems. I'm a nonsensical dude with the pencil to pencil so crudely crafted raps. You should listen to your pops when you hop on a mower when he says keep your feet on the pedal and the metal at all times. Hands on the steering mechanism when moving, you're surely proving you're like the all-time champion of the grass covers. If you do so, you're a Dan LaRusso crank, kicking the shit out of things as you do. So smooth you get touched a bunch and get kudos for so many reasons it seems. You go season a day, you chase dreams. There's no easing your way into schemes that you get into in minutes to compla. You have to wait it out and get jaded because nobody appreciates it as much as your damn self does. You are so overrated, you are so motivated by a show that is blatantly abstract. Even when the vacancy's half packed, you're whacking that crap out the ballpark and you're cracking a window of something that's past that stadium wall. It's like titanium balls, it's just standard issue when your game is involved at all times, and I'm in no position to dish you nor misuse your name. Dismiss you as lame, piss in your Wheaties, depict you. Have a greedy douche who won't help the needy or choose what is right to do, and all types of dudes do the same thing. You remain a cool, calm, collected one with an extra lung to breathe in collective fun. We are all unfit to sit someone next to you, but we gotta do it and we gotta be a little critical and being unfittable. Just being our shitty old selves, we're a pitiful species, a self-righteous species that's spelled dope. Worst of us, a cohesive piece of crap, but there were words for us to be absurd enough to turn turds to dust and thrust them upon gardens and discuss the news. While we're waiting for our crops to use uses, we shoot poop and fuse with excuses and not shoot poop and not be a nuisance to one another. Let's stop being douches, let's stop being so constitutionally correct. It's not all exclusively black and white, it might just be up for debate. Might be worth squashing. While we're waiting for our crops to use juices, while we're waiting for our crops to use juices, while we're waiting for our crops to use juices, crops to use juices, crops to use juices, what up, bakers? Waiting for our crops to use juices, while we're waiting for our crops to use juices, crops to use juices, crops to use juices, crops to use juices. Micromachine, I'm a maestro with seams, I'm a nonsensical dude with a pencil to pencil some crudely crafted raps. I'm a, sing it with me. Micromachine, I'm a maestro with seams, I'm a nonsensical dude with a pencil to pencil some crudely crafted raps. Micromachine. Gene said it. Why can't everybody else say Micromachine? That's my time. I'm Obelus. I got some records and CDs. Thank you. Stay tuned for Myles, Bullen, and then Rent Strike. Myles, Bullen's up next. Stay tuned. You're going to dig this shit. I promise. Love you all.